Look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world.
Okay, we're going to do a combination attack from the mount. Open the lapel. Normally if the hands are up here defending the neck, I'm going to open the lapel from the lower end. And whatever lapel's on top, that's the lapel I'm going to choose. So I open it up and I put my hand in. I tend not to put my thumb in at first, like I don't put my thumb over, I just put my hand in. And the reason for that is because if I put my thumb in, it can get stuck on his hand if he grabs his own lapel. But if I put my hand in, it's easier to slide up. So I'm going to put my hand in, I'm going to hold the lapel with my other hand, slide in. Now I open my thumb and I'm punching the ground. In this position, I don't want my center of gravity over his center of gravity because he'll roll me over. I want to put my weight to one side and I want my forearm, I'm just going to loosen your lapel so I don't pinch his skin. I want my forearm flush against his chest. If you can see what I do here, I put my forearm down against his chest here. The reason for that is because if I keep it up, he's going to block inside. Okay? And once I've gone under his arm, I want to maintain my forearm under his arm. I make a fist with this, and I just wait in this position, okay? We're just going to move backwards a bit, Pedro, this way. A bit more, a bit more, a bit more. Okay, there we go. So, I want to stay low now. Keep my center of gravity low, and base him wide in case he tries to roll over. Now, I'm going to maneuver to the other side and put my elbow on the floor. So I'm going to draw a circle with my hand around his head, and then I'm going to put my elbow against his temple on the opposite side. So I move and put my elbow here. This is to prevent him from rolling me over. If I just try to do this, now I have no base either side, and my center of gravity has come back to the middle, and a bigger opponent can easily roll me over. So I have to wait till he's tired. I can open my knees for extra base, circle, block with my elbow. Okay, I'm going to just turn this way a bit. So once I block with my elbow in this position, I want access to not his lapel, but the material on the back of the gi. So once I get to here, I'm going to open his head with my elbow, and I'm going to drag my forearm across the top of his head and reach in and grab some of the kimono. Once I get a grip in this position, I'm going to quickly circle my forearm over into this position here. So now I'm in a cross choke. From this position now to finish, I need to take the slack out of the lapel. So I quickly pull him off the floor. Now when I quickly pull him off the floor, at the same time I'm going to start to lower my body and put my head on the floor. So I pull and then I lower. And so to finish the strangle, I need to get rid of the space where his neck is. So if there's a lot of space here, I need to move my elbows to my rib cage. But because his neck's on the floor, I'm bringing my rib cage to my elbows. So I pull him off the ground to take the slack out of the kimono, and then I lower my head to the floor, bring in my rib cage to my elbows to continue this strangle. So we look at it again. I'll do it from this side. I get my hand in here, and I try to keep my forearm across his chest so he can't get his hands back inside. I base and I wait. I'm going to circle my hand to the other side and put my elbow on his temple. So when I'm ready, and I put my elbow on the top of his head, and my hand is helping me base. A bigger, stronger opponent might be able to bridge me, but if that's the case, position before submission, I take my hand out, I base, I just maintain the mount. Okay? Circle this way. So from this position now, I'm going to open his temple. Open, 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 open. And get a grip of the material on the kimono here. If I can get my thumb in the lapel, that's great. I'm going to quickly circle my hand over. Pull, and drive my head to the floor, and continue to pull. So, I'll do it at normal pace again. So, he's defending his neck here. His lapel is open at the moment, so it makes no difference which side I go. I'll pick whatever's I think's the easiest. Pull, drive my hand in, collect, keep low. Circle across, get the lapel, over, pull, down. We'll do it the other side. Here. So, we're in this position here. I'm blocking, open, so you can just defend a little bit more. Open, open, drive my hand in, base. Open the head, inside, over, pull, into this position. How much time do you have, Pedro? 5 minutes? Okay. So also when we're in this position attacking, I can try and get my hand in like this. And a lot of the time, what he'll do is, he will turn. So I'll do it this side. So sometimes they will bridge and turn this way. Now because my forearm is flush against his chest, his arm is actually inside in this position here. So because his arm's inside, now his arm, I can reach, pull, and maneuver myself into an arm bar position. So depending, there's a lot of different ways to finish the arm bar. I'm going to go through the easiest way. So I'm going to control his arm here. I'm going to lift his elbow up, past my foot. My foot's angled now. I'm going to put my weight over his legs in this position, open my elbow. I like to open my elbow here. I can grab my own collar if I'm in the kimono, or if not, you know, you can grab your own shoulder. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my shin up, and pinch my knees together, and I extend forwards. You can pass your leg over and extend, or if he's controlling his hands and you feel this is a weaker position, just grab your own hand, Pedro. Yeah, if you feel like you can't do that, you can sit backwards now, control the legs, and work out how to finish this. You can like simply just start to pull the other hand, or you can start to push the other hand. You can use your feet. So we'll do it again. I'm not too concerned about showing the arm. Just come backwards a bit, Pedro. So again, we're just going to go over the mechanics. I slide my hand in here, and I maneuver to this position. So I'm in an S-mount position, and I've got his arm in this position. I prefer to control his hand with his arm. I prefer to control the arm with the arm on the same side as the head. So I'm going to switch here. Okay, lift his elbow up, pass my foot over here, and I prefer to finish here if I can. You can pass this over, pull the leg back. I advance my hips forwards if possible. If he defends his arm really well, I might get to this position, sit backwards, control his leg at first, and then try to figure out how to break his arms. Break his grip. See you later, Leona.
See you later.
One more time, Pedro, and then we can. So just turn sideways a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, come this way a bit. There we go. So we're gonna turn and face that way, okay?
Okay.
So I'm here. Same thing again. I get my hand in, keep my arm. Maneuver to this position. I like to change my arms here. Grab his elbow. Angle my foot. If you can see my foot's angled, it's not flat. I'm going to base really wide and open my elbow. I can pinch my knees together here and extend my hip. Again, I can pull my foot backwards into his head, or if he's defending really well, pass over, zip back, control his legs. And again, there's other ways, there's a lot of ways we can try to open this. We can pull his elbow across, pull this way. We can simply push it. We can use our feet. We can switch to a triangle. There's other things. The main aim is that you link your combinations and your attacks together. So I go for a cross choke. If they turn, I also can try and go for an armbar. But today's lesson was mainly for the cross choke. Make sure your grip's tight. Pull them off the floor to get rid of the slack. Bring your head to the mat at the same time.
Spinning. If you know, you know. I've been on a
Alright, let's see it.
mission. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the breaks and a pit stop. Race through the gridlock. Take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin.